Hello everybody, welcome on in. Today I'm going to show you how to make a little snack mat out of your scraps. So let's get right into it. I have made from my scraps, I've cut 2.5-inch square scraps. So from any scraps you have, strips, whatever, cut them down into 2.5-inch squares. Super easy. These snack mats, you can whip them up in about a couple hours and have them done. They make a great little gift. So get those 2.5-inch squares made, just a pile of them. And I did a couple that were rainbow-like, but the ones that I'm working on here are K-facet scraps. So I'm going to turn the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So I've got it all lined up here. So you can see once you've got your squares all cut, you're going to line them up 6 across. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares across, and then you have 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down in whatever order you like that is pleasing to you. And I did yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. And on my other one, I did orange, blue, orange, blue. So once you have that done, you're going to turn your squares right sides together and you're going to sew your rows. Once you have your row complete, you're going to press in one direction. And then the alternate rows, you're going to press in the other direction. Once those rows are complete, you're going to flip them together, right sides together. You're going to nest those seams and you're going to sew right down the edge there. Then you're going to do that and you're going to repeat it with all your rows. Once your rows are sewed together, you're going to press to one side. It does not matter which side you press to. Then once all 5 rows are together, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your little snack mat quilt top and you're going to layer it with a piece of scrap batting and backing so that we can quilt it. Now you can spray baste it, you can use quilter safety pins, but if you can see here, I just used plain old straight pins in mine just because it's so small. I didn't really want to fuss or muss with it. And then we're going to take it and we're going to quilt it. So let me take you over here to my sewing machine so you can see how I am going to quilt this. And you can do it in the same manner. Let me turn the camera down just a little more so that you can get in closer to see. Oops, let me unscrew that. There we go. Okay, so first you want to set up your machine. And I have it set up with, I chose a orange variegated thread, 50 weight Aurifil thread from my Ancient Etchings fabric collection for the quilting. You're going to want to thread your machine, and I'm working on my Designer Epic 2 today, which I have set at a stitch length of 2.0. If you like a larger stitch length, go for it. It's all a matter of personal preference. We're just going to do some simple stitching here. And you're going to work from the inside of your quilt or your snack mat, and you're going to go out because that will push any bulk out towards the sides. You don't want to start from the outside in because it will press any bulk towards the inside. I have my 1/4-inch foot on. I'm not using an even feed foot or a walking foot because I don't need one. My Designer Epic has this great integrated dual foot technology, so I just engage that and it evenly feeds all 3 layers through. I'm also using the laser light, so you could probably see it on the white batting a little bit better. I'm using the laser light to guide me down that seam allowance so that I can get that perfect 1/4-inch quilting that I want. And and I already started this one. I start from the middle, like I said, and I go out. So I start in the middle and I went to one side, then I alternate, go to the other side and come back to this side, go this side, etc. So I'm doing all the vertical quilting first, and then I go and I do the horizontal quilting. I also have it in needle down position. So now I'm using my laser light, or I can use the edge of my 1/4 inch foot, either way, but I'm using it as my guide to get that perfect 1/4 inch quilting. Once I get to the other side, it's going to stop in the needle down position. And I'm just, oops, I must have turned needle down off. Okay, so now I'm going to rotate it and just take a few stitches, come around this way, and sew back down the other side at that 1/4 inch. And once I'm done with all the vertical quilting, then I can go and I can do the horizontal quilting. So I'm going to use my clippers, clip that, and I can take the pins out on the inside. So I'm going to take these 2 pins out. And then what I will do is I will go back and repeat and do the horizontal quilting. So once you're done with the quilting, you will trim down at the edge of your little snack mat so that you can apply the binding. So let me go ahead and flip this camera up again because I want to show you the snack mats with the binding. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we are, we're back. Okay, so now that you've completed your quilting, you've trimmed down your snack mat, you're going to add the binding. So your quilting, I don't know if you can kind of see it here, but it's got that little crosshatch, just like it does on the front. And the even feet or the walking foot keeps it from getting any puckers or pleats on the back too. So you're going to apply your binding as you normally would, and then you can hand stitch them down. You literally can get these done in less than an hour, really, if you have your scraps all taken care of. And then you can sew your binding on, and you can sit and hand stitch a set of these while you're watching TV at night. So how fun are these? And it makes a great gift for somebody. So you can keep them yourself, and when you have family or friends stop over, grab that cup of tea, cup of coffee, cookie, and the nice thing is, if you spill anything or get crumbs on them, they're washable. Throw them in the wash them up, and just lay them flat to dry because they're nice and small. They'll be dry in no time. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope that you make a snack mat or 2 for yourself or for someone else as a gift. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week. Happy quilting!